Narayana. Respected friends, welcome all with all gratitudes, salutations, congratulations, wishes, and prayers. Today or any day, what finally every jiva has to realize is only through the spirit that one can transcend all limitations and one can reach to the ultimate. And in that spirituality also, only one thing, that is knowing of the substratum. To inform us in that, to inspire us in that, what great Upanishad Shastras are given by our rishis. We are so fortunate to study them only every day. So, up to that, we are fortunate or we are blessed. But are we fortunate, blessed by our choice, by making use of them? Every day, these seven beautiful tapasyas, offerings, though minimum, which have to be done in a big way for lives together, we made it at our own capacity a very humble beginning by divine grace. All these activities have to be done in an extended manner in the attitudes, intentions, depths, sincerities, regularities. But this is what we have to do and this is what we have to achieve. A clarity we are getting. Our Vedic chanting to tune to the Veda mantras, Veda rishis, Vedic way of living, which is for the ultimate. Our dhyana purvaka mantrocharana to learn how to, through the mantras, do the prayers and meditations and invoke divine kripa, our common sense thought to improve upon the quality of our living. Then our Shanti mantras, Guru Parampara mantras, in which continuously we are aware of the presence of the master's guides. Sankalpa that we are a part of this universe, we have a role to play in this universal well being. Starts with our Sankalpa, slowly in our performance. For that, every day the Sankalpa, beautiful we are doing. Let us do nowadays more intensely because we want the Vishwa Shanti and Vishwa Kalyana, not the Vishwa Yuddha. Then we have Upanishad Mantra Parayanam, making ourselves familiar with those beautiful mantras. Then we are refining our intellects through the study of these Upanishadic mantras with none less than Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, in this last sixth chapter, in our today's mantra 17, we'll see some more pointers that are given to contemplate and realize they pointed the self in us, which is the way and the only way. And mind you, there is no other way. May we be convinced on this through our daily studies, which is the only purpose of all these things. All doubts, questions dispel from our heart. Right, friends, let us start. The first one, the Vedic chanting nowadays. From the Atharvana Veda, beautiful Suktams we are learning. It's such a wonderful practice, I tell you. Pata nahi why we are missing them from whatever number of lives and in this life so far. Nevertheless, at least now we are finding that such things are there and we are unearthing them, we are using them to begin with for ourselves. So, Meda Janana Suktam, Vijaya Rasya Suktam, Arogya Suktam, Jala Suktam, all of them we saw and their utility too. Today we will be chanting the Varchaswa Prapti Suktam. Only four mantras we'll chant. Four or six, I don't know. Let me see. Narayana Hari, Narayana Hari, Yeah, four mantras. Then we also have, can we learn the another one if the time is there? Yeah, yeah. The second one also let us spend Asatya Papa Parirakshana Sukta. Or we can leave it for tomorrow. One only let us focus on the four mantras. That is Varchaswa Prapti. Key, we have to have ultimately the Brahma Varchas. That happens when we do both things of the Brahma, the Veda Parayana, the Brahma, Vedokta Yajna, the Brahma Tattva Shravana Vicharana. That is ultimate. Along with that, at all our levels of personality of Buddhi, Mana, Indriya, Sharira, Vani, there should be Varchas. There should that resplendence, that Tejas should be there. Varchas, Tejas almost go together. So that our presence is felt for ourselves, that we are effective for ourselves, and our presence is definitely positively contributing to the world around. That inner deep divine ability is called Varcha. We are praying to the Lord for this. Okay, only four mantras. So, who is the Devata? The Atharvana Devata. Then Vasuvadi Devatas are, who is the one who gave this mantra? Atharva Rishi. We got the Atharvana Upanishad. The Vasu, etc., are the Devatas whom we are praying. So, in this, Varchasva Abhivruddhi, then Sampada Abhivruddhi, Ayuhu Abhivruddhi, all of them are sought in this mantra. Okay, what is prayed is either through this mantra chanting, we can invoke that grace on ourselves or someone else. Therefore, what is the prayer here? Ki on this being, whomever we are blessing, or in myself, all the Vasudevatas, Ashtavasus, Indra, Pusha, Varuna, Agni, they all come and give all the dhana. Then all the Adityas, Vishwe Devatas, they all come and fill him with the Tejas. Dhana for the outer services and comforts, Tejas for the subtler activities and sadhanas. Same way, uh, that this person be deserving the Tejas from the Surya, Agni, Chandra, ityadi. So too, the Hiranyagarbhadi also bless him with the Tejas, as a result of which all his enemies be defeated, toppled down, and he should succeed in all his noble endeavors and reach even up to Swarga and even beyond. That is a mantra. Then, third mantra is, O Lord Agni, through you I am offering to Indra all the Kshiradi Ajya in this yajna. So, you, along with Indra, make this person develop on this planet or horizon in his sampada and virtues, etc. And he must be something extra and special among all the people around so that he can contribute more. He means anybody and myself. So too, O Agni Deva, by your grace, all these Shatrus are eliminated and all the Tejaha, Dhanaha, Pushti, Chitta also of these Shatrus be eliminated or brought into my control, who has got better vision for the whole universe and me. Okay, for me or other person. Finally, this person or me be freed from all Shatrus as well as he reach the higher and higher abodes. So whenever in our class the topic of Shatrus come, always remember it is not only the outer Shatrus if at all there, but more so our own inner Shatrus of Rajas, Tamas and all Durgunas. So too in our case, whenever the Uttama Loka Prapti is said, for our sake, the Uttama Loka is only the Atma Loka, the Brahma Loka. In that, there is no physical Loka, etc. talked about. It is a Loka means the state of experience of the state of the being, the self. You and I have very clear clarity by now. What we seek is eternal, and eternal is only the reality. Everything is ephemeral. We are slowly removing from our mind the sankalpas and desires for them. Because when they are asked for, they are fulfilled, and that's what binds us. यहाँ तक तो हम समझ चुके हैं अभी. Okay, mitron, these are the four mantras. Let us see. I think these only we do four mantras today. Narayana Om अथ वर्चः प्राप्ति सूक्तम् अथर्वण वेदांतर्गता ओम अस्मिन् वसुवसवो ओम अस्मिन् वसुवसवो धारयन्त्विन्द्रः धारयन्त्विन्द्रः भूषावरुणो भूषावरुणो मित्रो अग्निः मित्रो अग्निः इममादित्या इममादित्या उत विश्वे च देवा उत विश्वे च देवा उत्तरस्मिन् उत्तरस्मिन् ज्योतिषि धारयन्तो ज्योतिषि धारयन्तो. One mantra. ॐ अस्मिन् वसुवसवो धारयन्त्विन्द्रः भूषावरुणो मित्रो अग्निः इममादित्या उत विश्वे च देवा उत्तरस्मिन् ज्योतिषि धारयन्तु. ॐ अस्मिन् वसुवसवो धारयन्त्विन्द्रः भूषावरुणो मित्रो अग्निः इममादित्या उत विश्वे च देवा उत्तरस्मिन् ज्योतिषि धारयन्तो. सेकंड मंत्र. अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि ज्योतिरस्तु अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि ज्योतिरस्तु. सूर्यो अग्निरुतवाहिरण्यं सूर्यो अग्निरुतवाहिरण्यं सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तोत्तमं सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तोत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम्. अन्य ॐ अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि ज्योतिरस्तो सूर्यो अग्निरुतवाहिरण्यं सपत्ना अस्मद् अधरे भवन्तु उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम्. अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि ज्योतिरस्तु सूर्यो अग्निरुतवाहिरण्यं सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तु उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम्. थर्ड. येनेन्द्राय समभरः येनेन्द्राय समभरः पयांस्युत्तमेन ब्रह्मणा जातवेदः ब्रह्मणा जातवेदः तेन त्वमग्न इह वर्धयेमं वर्धयेमं सजातानां श्रैष्ठ्य सजातानां श्रैष्ठ्य आधेह्येनम् आधेह्येनम्. येनेन्द्राय समवरः पयांस्युत्तमेन ब्रह्मणा जातवेदः तेन त्वमग्न इह वर्धयेमं सजातानां श्रैष्ठ्य आदेह्येनम्. येनेन्द्राय समवरः पयांस्युत्तमेन ब्रह्मणा जातवेदः तेन त्वमग्न इह वर्धयेमं सजातानां श्रैष्ठ्य आधेह्येनम्. फोर्थ. येषां यज्ञमुत वर्चोददेहं वर्चोददेहं रायस्पोषमुत रायस्पोषमुत चित्तान्यग्ने चित्तान्यग्ने सपत्ना अस्मदधरे सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तो भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकम् उत्तमं नाकम् अधिरोहयेमम् अधिरोहयेमम् येषां यज्ञमुत वर्चोददेहं रायस्पोषमुत चित्तान्यग्ने सपत्ना अस्मददरे भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम् येषां यज्ञमुत वर्चोददेहं रायस्पोषमुत चित्तान्यग्ने सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. What beautiful prarthana sankalpas, you see, our rishis have given. Thank God we are getting an interest every day to do the chantings, and I'm sure these, when continued for a long time, are the ones which are surely going to empower us divinely, bless us divinely. And we have to evolve. Having born as human beings, let's not die as we are born. How much we evolve, that we leave it to Lord. But whatever has to be done, we will know it and we will do it. One of them is this: invoking the divine grace for higher evolution. With every day's our prayers, we have to be convinced from within us, and we have to convince even the divine that we want this and this and this alone. We are no more the mongerers of the outer bhogas, the outer powers, the outer possessions, etc. We have understood the limitations of them. We also are convincingly understood we have about the glory of the inner achievements. Right? Om atha varchah prapti suktam. Om अस्मिन् वसुवसवो धारयन्त्विन्द्रः पूषा वरुणो मित्रो अग्निः इममादित्या उत विश्वे च देवा उत्तरस्मिन् ज्योतिषि धारयन्तो अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि ज्योतिरस्तु सूर्यो अग्निरुतवाहिरण्यं सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तु उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम् येनेन्द्राय समवरः वयांस्युत्तमेन ब्रह्मणा जातवेदः तेन त्वमग्न इह वर्धयेमं स जातानां श्रैष्ठ्य आधेह्येनम् येषां यज्ञमुत वर्चोददेहं रायस्पोषमुत चित्तान्यग्ने सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम्. Once more. ॐ अस्मिन् वसुवसवो धारयन्त्विन्द्रः ॐ अस्मिन् वसुवसवो धारयन्त्विन्द्रः पूषा वरुणो मित्रो अग्निः इममादित्या उत विश्वे च देवा उत्तरस्मिन् ज्योतिषि धारयन्तो अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि ज्योतिरस्तो सूर्यो अग्निरुतवाहिरण्यं सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम् येनेन्द्राय समपरः पयांसि उत्तमेन ब्रह्मणा जातवेदः तेन त्वमग्न इह वर्धयेमं स जातानां श्रैष्ठ्याधेह्येनम् येषां यज्ञमुत वर्चोददेहं रायस्पोषमुत चित्तान्यग्ने सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Once more. ॐ अस्मिन् वसुवसवो धारयन्त्विन्द्रः पूषा वरुणो मित्रो अग्निः इममादित्या उत विश्वे च देवा उत्तरस्मिन् ज्योतिषि धारयन्तो अस्य देवाः प्रदिशि ज्योतिरस्तु सूर्यो अग्निरुतवाहिरण्यं सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम् येनेन्द्राय समवरः भयान्स्युत्तमेन ब्रह्मणा जातवेदः तेन त्वमग्न इह वर्तयेमं स जातानां श्रैष्ठ्य आधेह्येनम् येषां यज्ञमुतवर्चोददेहं रायस्पोषमुत चित्तान्यग्ने सपत्ना अस्मदधरे भवन्तो उत्तमं नाकमधिरोहयेमम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 one mantra enough tomorrow asatya papa parirakshana sutram whatever the asatyas we said papa we have done. O Lord, forgive us for them and make us live the life of Satya and Punya. And when such mantras Vedic chanted, when it is said that let the Shatrus be down below and we be growing upper and upper, remember, same mantras may be chanted by others also. Therefore, if we are their Shatrus, then we fall down. Therefore, what is the highest wisdom indirectly conveyed here? We pray that if somebody considers us as Shatru, that their any of the efforts do not trouble us, stop us in our evolution. That's point one. Two, we should not think anybody as Shatru. Think about it. And here another highest, subtlest thing is what? Even if not Shatruta, at least competitiveness will be there if the goal is external. Therefore, if our prayer is, may I not think anybody as the Shatru, ultimate consequentially, this thought will, this thought will lead us only for the inner spirituality. Why? Because only in the pursuit of the inner self that there is nobody as Shatru. In the outer efforts, goals, even if not Shatru, there will be competitor. Competitor is a type of Shatru only, no? Like a kingdom is there. Only one can become the king. So if I seek that kingdom with all my honesty, I am competing with other also. Therefore, he will definitely take me as Shatru and pray for my destruction or failure. See that? See the how these mantras, though appear to be having their external effect, but if we are deep enough to understand how wisely the Guru Rishis have indirectly guided us to the inner self. Isn't it? First thing is what? When I pray for the defeat of Shatrus, they also pray for me. If I am their Shatru, I will also will be defeated. Therefore, may we pray that those who consider us as Shatrus be, defeated, but we will not consider anyone as Shatrus. First point. And this is possible only when we are spiritual, the second point. Only in spiritual pursuit that there is nobody as Shatru because the Lakshya is inside and anybody and everybody can achieve it. Isn't it? If you have to earn 10 crores of rupees, the money in the world being same, that will be definitely at the cost of somebody else. Because the money is same, तो और किसी का आपने ले लिया. But when it's the self-knowledge, when I gain it, it's not taken from you or anybody. And if you gain the self-knowledge, I'm not going to lose anything. You're not coveting my share. See that? And the beauty is what? The self is infinite and infinite for all. Still, we don't want to understand. And why? That I don't understand. Now, in our second topic of Ashtadasha Shakti Peethas, we have done Lankayam Shankari Devi, we have done Kamakshi Kanchika Pure, we have done Pradyumne Shrungada Devi and Chamundi Krauncha Bhattani. Today, both in this Telugu states, Alampure Jogulamba, Sri Shaile Brahmarambika. Simple direct mantras. And really, when you go to those places, just to tune. Dekho bhai, anywhere you go, our internal tuning, internal maturity is very much essential to cherish it. isn't it? If our internal tuning, purity, preparation, maturity is not there, we can't enjoy it. Let us say if you go to a hotel, a club, or any big party, you have to tune to it, within, and you have to be matured as to how to be there so that you can eke out the maximum joy there. In the same way, such Divya Kshetras. When we are talking here about the great Jogdamba Mata in Alampura, Brahmarambika Mata in the Sri Shailam, or when you go to Badrinath Jao, Kedarnath Jao, Gangotri Jao, Yamunotri Jao, Dwadasha Jyotirlinga Jao, wherever you go, it is our inner purity, our knowledge, and our tuning that gives us joy. If you are not tuned, if you are somewhere else tuned, then it will be so mechanical. पता भी नहीं चलता कि वहाँ गए और आ भी गए. Like this class also. When you are seated, when you are disciplined, when you are tuned, when you are matured, that maturity is, I have to gain the knowledge from this. Then only this class will be meaningful to you. And with that, every day when you come, the amount of maturity we get, amount of knowledge we get, because the Upanishads we are studying is so beautiful. And here, the same knowledge every day we are bombarding so that that becomes deeper and stronger. Because that is the only knowledge, by the way. So, what we are saying is, such Divya Kshetras, when we go, please be pure inside, be tuned, and be matured. That I have come to this divine place, I have to tune so well that this visit of mine should be giving me that blessedness which will go a long way with me throughout my life. एक बार गए मंदिर में, जिंदगी भर वहां का अनुग्रह हमको मिलना चाहिए, ऐसे जाना चाहिए. That type of one time going is enough. Like, aham durataste padambojayugma pranameච්ಛಯಾಗತ್ಯ ಸೇವಾಂ karomi sakrit sevaya nityate seva phalam tvam prayachya prabho venkatesh. Lord, once I have come and I am so totally dedicatedly worshipping you, consider that it is my everyday's worship to you and you bless me for the whole life. Sakura Sevaya Nitya Seva Phalam means I have done one Seva to you so intensely that my whole life is dedicated to you. Now ball is in your court. You have to give me the blessings every day. Are you able to understand it? That's how it has to. Anybody you meet also. एक ही बार मिलो बट ऐसा मिलो कि उसको जिंदगी भर के लिए उपयोग रहे. That person must be benefited in your presence for the whole life with one visit. It's all intention. It's all that maturity. It's all that purity. It's all at that time that tuning. मजा आता है ऐसा life. Okay, so there is a place near Zilla Kurnool in Andhra. There is a place Alampur. In that is Mother Jogulamba Devi. Very powerful mother. You know. Aha. All these Shakti Pithas. Again, if you are tuned, even through the remembrance of those thala itself, we are divinized, we are blessed. Okay, day by day increase that faith in their presence and in their power. That's the meaning of Vidmahe. O Mother, we know you are Parabrahma Swarupa, you are Adipara Shakti, you have come stationed there to bless the people around, and you will bless me too when I pray. I have full faith in you. That's called as Vidmahe. Here I am, just reaching you mentally, doing all puja to you, stotra to you, japa to you, bhajana to you, kirtana to you. Through this, having totally tuned my all faculties to you now, I am in meditation, totally attending to you. That's called as Dhimahi. Now I am asking you to do the prachodhanam of my life towards ultimate truth alone. May I not be inspired, instigated, initiated, even informed also about anything other than divine. Only the divinity, the ultimate, that I must be informed, I must be inspired, I must be initiated. That's the meaning of Prachodaya. So too, the most powerful Sri Shaile Brahmarambika. The Sri Shaila Kshetra also in the same district. From there, if you go a little further, it's there, Mother Brahmarambika. And the only place unique in one way that in one compound wall, both the Brahmarambika Shakti Peetham and Sri Shaila, the Jyotirlinga, Mallikarjuna, are there. One Jyotirlinga and one Shakti Peetha in one compound. Nowhere you find only that place. And it has its own great divinity sanctity for those who again tune. In Skanda Purana, of all these places, so much of Varnana comes. In many other Puranas too. So the mother Brahmarambika, there, put your ears in the mother's temple, you can listen the Brahmara sound. Mother in the form of Brahmara there. And then anywhere, it's all the divine Shakti. We need it. Here also to the mother, Sri Shaila Brahmarambika, again Vidmahe, again Dhimahi, again Prachodayat. We know you, we meditate on you, we pray to you to do the Prachodanam for the Adhyatmikata. Oh mother, it's already delayed. Yeah, delay is not. Because of you not blessing us. Delay was because we never knew or understood the importance of the Adhyatmikata. Therefore, we never approached you, we never asked you. Therefore, the delay was because of us. And also, to dissatisfy you, make you miserable, as if we always prayed you something else only. That caused further delay. Now, all that's over. That stage is over. We are just single pointedly asking you only this Adhyatmika Prachodanam. Please, now you don't delay. From our side, we are clear. Where you want to take us, what you want us to do, all you get it done. But we have to grow in our Adhyatmikata, in the Antarangasthita Paramatma Prapti Adhyatmikata. Right? Now the mantra is Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. So to Sri Shaila Vasinyai Vidmahe, she is also Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Brahmaramba Prachodayat. Not at all difficult. The place where she stays, then Chakra Rupini, and then that particular name Prachodayat. Okay, let us start. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogudamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe Sri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Jogulamba Prachodayat. Om Alampura Vasinyai Vidmahe श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो जोगुलाम्बा प्रचोदयात्. Now the Brahmaramba Mata. Shri Chakra is the Upasya Yantra, Shri Chakra Yantra, so powerful. This is one of the so many, again, sadhanas to reach to the ultimate truth only. Okay, the Shri Chakra, and in that the Meru, the topmost point. The various of avaranas in the Shri Chakra, they all indicate the different levels of our maturity or evolution spiritual. And the final, the Meru, is the one which indicates the Brahma Sthiti. Aham Brahmasmi Sthiti. So through the Sri Chakra Upasana, the Mother Shakti is invoked, who will slowly make us cross 1111 avaranas. You know, the Navavarana Bhedana done. Then we reach to that, the Meru Sthiti, the Bindu Sthiti, which is the Aham Brahmasmi. You know, that is one way as we do this Vedanta Shravanarthena. Sri Chakropasana, through that the Sri Vidya one gets. The Sri Vidya is Brahma Vidya only. There is no other Vidya. Anna? So she is there in that way, ready to receive worship from the Bhaktas. Sri Chakrarupa. You know, in some of these glorious places, Bhagavan Sri Shankara has established the Sri Chakras and the Shakti has put there. Invoked there. Put means it is the divine only. On his request, the Shakti comes, stays there. The real bhaktas, those who go tune, they are blessed. Okay, the gross blessings also come for those who ask, but they all have more problems than solutions. Subtle anugraha also comes to those who seek. Okay, now Om Shri Shaila Vasinyai Vidmahe. Again, Shri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Brahmaramba Prachodayat. Same mantra. Om Shri Shaila Vasinyai Vidmahe Shri Chakra Rupinyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Brahmaramba Prachodayat. Om Shri Shaila Vasinyai Vidmahe श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्रीशैलवासिन्यै विद्महे श्रीचक्ररूपिण्यै च धीमहि तन्नो भ्रमराम्बा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ श्री अलंपुरवासिन्यै जोगुलाम्बा मात्रे नमः. ॐ श्री श्रीशैलवासिन्यै भ्रमराम्बिका मात्रे नमः. मम पूजा पुरस्कृत समर्पणं स्वीकुरु स्वीकुरु. मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि. आध्यात्मिक साधना प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. Yes, friends, we have done two things of our Vedic chanting and Gayatri Mantrocharana. These are all initiations in the sense startings. Not somebody is initiating, only the Guru Parampara, the Lord is initiating. To say that taking it ahead, carrying it forward, doing it every day is in our duty. We have to do that if we want to be blessed. Now, the third activity, our common sense thought. Narayana, in us, in today's common sense thought, mm, let us think about two things, maybe, or maybe one. One we will do tomorrow, the other one. One is very, very small, very precise and short. What it is key, so many difficulties, problems, miseries, dukkhas. Each one of us keep on going through. You Then instead of only staying in that dukkha sthiti, in that helpless situation, can we do this point? Ki each of the dukkha we remember, each of the kashta we remember, each of the samasya problem we remember. And then remember our Ishtadevata, the Lord, whom we have sufficiently worshipped in a way that He is happy now with our worship. Shraddha Bhakti. Then tell to that Lord about each of these problems. Offer that problem to the Lord. Ask the Lord to solve it out. Yeah. See, this important thing misses out of our attention many times. There are few people who are wise enough that whenever the problems happen, they immediately remember the Lord, seek the help. And that also they forget many times. Once in a while, they remember. Some rare ones are there. Always, whenever any samasya comes, quickly they remember the Lord. Immediately they invoke the divine grace and they reduce the intensity of the problem and also they get the strength to sort out. Let us do this practice. And the greater than the greatest people are those who are so much always in the invocatory process of the divine grace that the problems never even come up to our notice level. दूर से ही वो चले जाते जाना था उनके पास out of prarabdha, that problem says. But suddenly the divine grace I have seen, now that divinity tells me, you need not come. So that's how I went away. The problem will tell. They are the very, very rare gems who are so much in the divinity, like Prahlada, is so much in the divinity engrossed that any of the problems that his own father was imposing, even at the extent of life threatening, they were not even coming near to him. He was relaxed. Mast hai ki nahi? Highest level. There is no problem because I don't notice problem because I'm always noticing my Lord and I'm in my upasana and surrender to Him. If at all anything is there, He will manage. In the beginning days, I disperse everyone, and for me, only God is a VVIP. I do upasana only to Him with so much of importance. So, मैंने अलग कर दी, छोड़ दी. VVIP in my life is Lord. I worship Him only. When that reaches to a peak level, it becomes the other way around. That the Lord takes this bhakta as a VVIP and then he wards away all the problems and he becomes the bodyguard. He becomes the security. He does that piloting. You understand? Hey, मेरा भक्त है. Nobody should touch him. Must वो वाला जिंदगी we have to seek. These are all possibilities that are there, which we come to know about when we study the Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihasa every day for hours together. When we study all these Shastras, the first and the foremost and the most important benefit is we become aware of the possibilities, sambhavanas. And we also become aware of what we have to do to make those things possible. So, this thing, Lord Himself becomes our own bodyguard. Bodyguard means the total protector. This is possible. When you study the Purana Itihasa Katha, you will see that. नहीं पढ़ेगा तो पता ही नहीं चलेगा. Then we never seek him or his blessings. Then we suffer in our own problems created by our own selves helplessly. दो ही काम करते हैं हम. एक problem created, problem. Second, suffering that problem. Again, create the problem and suffer because of it. When you invoke divine grace, the creation aspect also aborted, and whatever already created, the Bhagavan protects us from suffering. That we will come to know when we study. Therefore, keep studying Shastras. Tattva Shastra, Brahma Shastra, ultimate. Only that Shastras, if you are able to study, tune, meditate, I won't recommend you anything else. बस उपनिषद में मजा आ गया, उपनिषद को समझ सक रहे हैं, उपनिषद मेडिटेट कर रहे हैं, nothing required. In case if some in between ability is not there or thak gaye, refer to those shastras where we are inspired. Study those shastras where we are inspired. Okay? Like till yesterday we were chanting Sundarakand. From that we got the idea how, like Mother Sita, when we become single-pointedly devoted to the Lord will first send the Guru and give all the inspiration and all fearlessness to become more single-pointed. Then the Lord will Himself come and protect us from that inner Dushta Ravana Kumbhakarna Indrajit Adi. Enough the lesson for the whole life. हजारों चीजों की जरूरत नहीं, एक सीख लिया उसको implement की, done. So today's common sense thought is remember one by one problem, put it in front of the Lord, ask Him to sort it out for us, solve. Same time, every time ask, Lord, give me such wisdom that I don't create problems for myself again to trouble you. Okay? Like health problem. Remember what is the disease. Remember the Lord whom you are doing puja. Hey Bhagavan, suffering because of this physical disease. Please either remove the disease or give me the ability to forego that pain. In either case, the disease should not disturb my inner psyche or mind. Whatever is correct, you do for me. I won't decide. You decide, but I can only pray. Right? The financial problem. Again, remember the Ishvara, your own Ishta Devata, or that particular finance Devata. Pray, so I am lacking these resources for my life. Oh Lord, please bless me. In that financial problem, either the investments are gone or so many debts are taken, loans, they have to be cleared, or sufficient wealth is not there for our survival and our charitable activities. Survival, charitable activities, and upasanas, yajnadi. For these three things, whatever the wealth is required, we can ask the Lord for. So you put in front of Him and relax. Learn that I have put in front of Him. He is kind and capable enough to solve this problem. Now I am relaxed. Art of relaxation we have to learn having submitted our problems to the Lord, surrender to Him. अदरवाइज एक एक समस्या बनाते जाओ और उसके अंदर दबते जाओ, go on becoming दुखी. So to the problem with the people around, biggest problem, है ना? We cannot live without people and we cannot live with people. Without we can't live because we are so lazy, we dependent. With we cannot live with them because our own ego, our own mismanagement, immaturity, how to deal with them, and they are more stupid than us. Sometimes we only more murak. So every day there is disturbance. Every day there is fighting. सुबह उठते ही लड़ाई. And some badkismat are such that either they don't have anybody or anybody they have only quarrel. सुबह 6 बजे माली आएगा, with him लड़ाई. 7 बजे दूध वाला आएगा, with him लड़ाई. 8 बजे न्यूज़पेपर वाला आएगा, लड़ाई. In between, the wife is there at home anyway, her husband. The लड़ाई is not you do with the बाल पकड़ के खींचो. Anyway, weak है वो. Inner feeling itself, the sense of dissatisfaction, sense of insistences, egos, you know, सबको लड़ाई कहते हैं. anything other than the joyful communion. That is Nadayon, the disturbances, any sort of them. Then the children, the grandchildren. The dukkha with them is what? They are not calling, they are not coming, they are not calling us to stay with them. Even if they call very superficially, they do. And I have doubt whether I should go there or not. अरे काय का जिंदगी जी रहे हो यार बाबा इतना परेशान वाई वरी यू हैव सफिशिएंट टू ईट ना एक जगह पड़े रहो अपना साधना करो जिंदगी भर उम्र का लिहाज नहीं होता ओनली दीज थिंग्स वी डू पता नहीं व्हेन विल वी गेट मैच्योरिटी एनीवे योर कर्म व्हाट कैन आई डू so this type of relational problems wherever they are there bhagavan please bless so he sets rights. He makes us understand our limitations, their limitation, and mutual relation. What we have to do as duty so that the problems are sorted out. So the health problem, the finance problem, the relational, and most important is the psychological problem. My mind is full of these negativities. I want to get rid. Oh Lord, please bless me. Isn't it? The mind's problems. Mind is such a thing. You cannot be without it. And if it is not managed, it is sufficient devil and enemy enough. Nobody is required. Our own mana sufficient to. And in fact, at a higher level understanding, there is no world of things and beings. All are in our own mind. And mind mismanaged is the culprit, which is making us suffer every moment. Like I have hatred towards you. I have hatred towards you because you have done something wrong. It's a very gross way of looking out. The subtle thing is what? Where are you? In my own mind. Where is my observation of in what way you behaved? In my own mind. So where am I hating you? In my own mind. Where am I suffering? Again in my mind. You are somewhere some hundreds of kilometers away from me. तो देखो सब कुछ अल्टीमेटली तो मन में होता है all in the mind. The one who understood it is a true Vedanti. He never worried about outer world. He just managed his mind. And a little higher spiritual person knows in the mind there is no problem, then mind itself is problem. So those who understand it, some of them go for drinks and drugs and sleep, and he goes into the self. Why should I hold on to this mind which gives me trouble? I'll be in the self. Anyway, these are all subtler things. They become more Vedantic than common sense thoughts. So mind problems. So too, the other problem. I have fear of old age, fear of disease, fear of death. Oh Lord, keep them away. Remember the God put problems in front of. I too have some problems. I put it in front of him. My problems are what? Oh Lord, let me understand these Shastras more deeply, thoroughly. I am not able to. Give me that subtlety. That's my problem. My problem is I don't have no other problem. Why should I have? Second is, oh Lord, give me that ability that whoever one or two, three people coming to listen, may they be communicated truly honestly, that sublime meaning of these Shastras. May this true knowledge enter into their hearts and may them get that support of Adhyatmikata, which is the only strongest support to sail through this outer inner samsara and to reach out to you. This is my problem. I pray for this. Then the little higher problem क्या है मुझे? Who am I? Why I have to ask you all of that? May I know what you want to happen through me as an upadhi. Let that alone happen. Let me realize it. This is my next problem. And the only last problem is when will I reach you? When will I stay in you? Isn't it? And the last problem, I have understood there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Let me abide in that. He will say, Tadastu, it will happen. So instead of suffering, instead of aggravating problem, instead of blaming the world outside, let every time call the Lord. है ना? And the highest level is जो सुख में सुमरन करे दुख काहे को होए. Always be in the memory of the Lord, remembrance of the Lord. Then तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना. When we have that Lord in our heart all the time, which is the problem? Where is the problem? You know, there are no problems in the world that to sort out them that we have to call the God. Then, not calling the Lord itself is the problem. Not tuning to the Lord itself is the problem. If you tune to Him, if you are with Him, where is the problem? है ना. अंधकार में प्रॉब्लम है इसलिए लाइट डालना नहीं. लाइट किया बंद क्यों? लेट द लाइट बी ऑन, देयर इज नो अंधकार. बिजली या लाइट जलता रहेगा तो समस्या काहे का है. So too, when we are always with the Lord, there is no problem. Not being with the Lord is the cause of endless problems. These all should go so deep in our heart that actually we are living them. And to such person, anybody comes and tell me what are your problems. अब एक किताब प्रिंट हो रहा है 20वां वॉल्यूम. What problems I have? No, I say I have no problem. You have no problem, no problem. Why my Lord is there? Isn't it? Only when I don't have problems that I can help others in solving out. This is one thought today. Think about it. Any samasya, put it in front of the Lord. Hey Prabhu, right from the root cause, please eliminate that problem. When this we ask, Mula Karan ke saath samasya dur karo. Mula Karana being avidya, the Lord will give us vidya. मजा आता है वो वाला प्रेयर. थिंक. ओम 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 सहनावतु. नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ओम सुकृते धिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं विश्वशान्ति विश्वकल्याणार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायामागतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम. Friends, remember and pray intensely that all the wars should get warded off instantaneously by the arrival of Sadbuddhi in everyone's hearts. No innocent people should suffer. No chaos, no fears. The whole world is now in that fear that if day by day the war gets extended, first and foremost, the oil prices will grow, which will lead to the cost of living increasing everywhere. India already is so much afraid because ours is not a small population. Yet we have to be very careful, balanced. याद रखो कभी भी ऐसा हुआ, reduce the expenses, reduce the indulgences, reduce the bhoga. Say that जीने के लिए खाना मिला तो काफी. Then we are at safe level always. By the way, an idea. Okay, and ready to help each other. Slowly, this is the time for us to relieve ourselves from the thought of selfishness and any differences for any reason. We all stand as citizens of one country. as always, in spite of any otherwise differences. These are not the times for raking up the differences to add to the chaos, isn't it? We have to learn. See that bitter enemies, the Shia Sunni, they are becoming together now because of their fight with America, Israel. If those can become one, why can't we all become one without any differences? We are Indians. Our country has to be protected. Within that, any differences are only not to disturb each other. I know. Like the difference, you are traveling in car, I am traveling in scooter. Let us not disturb each other. Let me leave you in your lane. You leave me in my lane. Safe. Only when I cross my lane and come and obstruct your speed, that there is a disturbance. Why should I do so? So too when you come to my lane, it's a problem. Otherwise, you in your car, I am in my scooter. That difference continues. In that way, हम अपने limitations में रहेंगे, तो no differences can create any chaos. The differences are different means, different paths, because of different natures. They are all always there. By the way, this is the time for us to that way keep united and pray that no reason should be there to create any difference or any problem to we the Sanatan Hindus, Indians, Sanatan Dharmis, all Indians mainly. So too, in fact, from the whole globe also, हर तरह का difference चला जाए in the sense that should not create problems. The Lord created differences for the beauty, not for the quarrel. In the same way, let the differences be only to add to the beauty, not to the ugliness. Right? Do that sankalpa that the war should subside quickly, right now only. With every bomb or rocket or missile launched, there is nothing but destruction only. Easy to destroy, again to repair, it is a big, big effort and expense. ओके विश्वशान्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णे यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. Let us chant from the mantra 16. Om. We have done this. 19 onwards. 19, 20. Only do mantra. Om Nishkalam Nishkriyam Shantam Niravadyam Niranjanam Amrutasya Param Setum Dagdhendhanamivanalam Yada Charmavadakasham Veshtayishyanti Manavaha Tada Devam Avignaya Dukkhasyanto Bhavishyati. Itna kafi hai. And today let us start studying our mantra 17. 16 is complete. Samsara moksha, samsara sthiti, samsara bandha. Hetu is that Paramatma only. That's why in our common sense thought also we say, take his help by prayers so that all our samsara dukkhas go away. Kimcha. Now we are with full satisfaction having declared that we tried our best to understand the mantra 16. Now we are entering into the 17th mantra. Let us chant it 1 plus 1 plus 2 4 times. Om Satanmayo hi Amruta Isha Samstaha Satanmayo hi Amruta Isha Samstaha ज्ञः सर्वगो भुवनस्यास्य गोप्ता ज्ञः सर्वगो भुवनस्यास्य गोप्ता य ईशे अस्य जगतो नित्यमेव य ईशे अस्य जगतो नित्यमेव नान्यो हेतुर्विद्यते ईशनाय नान्यो हेतुर्विद्यते ईशनाय. Together. सतन्मयो ह्यमृतो विश्व ईश संस्थः ज्ञः सर्वगो भुवनस्यास्य गोप्ता य ईशे अस्य जगतो नित्यमेव नान्यो हेतुर्विद्यते ईशनाय सतन्मयो हि अमृत ईश संस्थः ज्ञः सर्वगो भुवनस्यास्य गोप्ता य ईशे अस्य जगतो नित्यमेव नान्यो हेतुर्विद्यते ईशनाय. So here the seven again pointers about the Lord. The eighth one is the substantiation of the seventh one. So one, saha tanmayaha. Two, saha hi amritaha. Three, saha isha samstaha. Four, saha jnaha. Five, saha sarvagaha. Six, saha bhuvanasya asya gopta. And last seventh is yaha ishe asya jagataha nityameva. Eighth one, to substantiate this seventh one, कि न अन्य हेतु विद्यते ईशनाय. Each of these we have to deeply study, understand, digest, and see that the knowledge expresses its consequence. And the consequence are only two. At the Upadhi level, we just surrender to Him. At the Nirupadhika level, we are one with Him. सारे उपनिषदों का यही अर्थ है, सारे शास्त्रों का, सारे ऋषियों का, सत्संगों का, and a human being has to achieve this only. So, Upadhika level, I am your servant, surrender to you. Nirupadhika level, I am you. One by one meaning let us see today, then study it also with Bhash. Saha Tanmayaha. That Paramatma is Tanmayaha. There are two meanings of it are. Tanmaya means he is Tat Sarupa, the Brahma Sarupa only. Always he stays in that, never changing. Second meaning, Saha Tanmaya means anything Tadrupena, Paroksha Rupena you are seeing, called as this Jagat. All of that is Paramatma only. So Paramatma is Tad Brahma Swarupa, he never changes. One meaning. Anything is, he alone is. Saha Tanmaya. Tat means anything Paroksha Rupena seen by us. In that Rupa, that Ishvara alone is there. Saha Tanmaya. So Jalamayaha Ishvara. Agnimayaha Ishvara. Vayumayaha Ishvara. Anything you see, Tanmaya, he alone is in that form. Satanmayaha. Okay. Second, Amrutaha. Saha Amrutaha. He is immortal. He never ceases to exist. He is never perishing. At the very same time, to catch the other thought, that therefore anything other than him is perishable only. Then extend that knowledge. Perishable because it began. And anything which begins and ends is not real. When it is not real, it is projected. This is how logical thinking should lead us to these deeper understandings. Saha Amrita. And two things. One, only when we reach him, that the Amritattva which we want to be, we get it. Second, luckily, he already is there in us as we. We only discarding our identity with him and identifying with such things which give us only the mruti, the mrityu. So yesterday we started the discussion about Jiva in our evening Laghu Vakyavritti. Jiva explained Bodha Vasaha, then Karta Syat, Vivida Karmana. In the next few slokas now, the Jiva Gati will be explained. Then we are told, therefore, detach yourself from Jiva Bhava, attach yourself to the Atma Anubhava. That's the purpose of entire Shastra. शाम के क्लास में बताएंगे. तो here Amritaha, he alone is Amrita. Sahi Amrita. He means verily. Verily means definitely is Amrita and only he is Amrita. And reaching him only we become Amrita. Otherwise we are Amrita. And luckily we are already him. We just have to realize. We have to discover. Third one, Isha Samstaha. He is stationed and positioned in that station and position wherein he alone is the Isha. ईश संस्था मतलब ईश के पद में वो बैठे हुए, ईश्वर पद में बैठे हुए. Ishvara is the ruler, the controller, the governor, the manager, etc. Isha Samstha. Bhashakara will tell us in what way it is Isha. He is Isha Samstha. Next, Jnaha. Never underestimate the Lord that he doesn't know. He is Jnaha. He is Jnapti Swarupaha, and that's a sufficient cause for him to be the knower of everything, because nobody knows anything without the consciousness. He is the consciousness, therefore he knows everything. Jnaha. Then comes Sarvagaha. He is Sarvatra Gachatiti. There is nothing in the so-called universe where he has not reached already. Everywhere he is there. In fact, the higher truth is, in him only the Desha Kala Vastu are projected. Ocean reaches every wave. Rather, every wave is projected in the ocean only. Gold reaches all ornaments. Rather, all ornaments are projected in the gold only. So Sarvagaha, he is everywhere. Rather, everything is in him only projected. Sarvagaha. Then Bhuvanasya Asya Gopta. See that? The entire Bhuvana, the Brahmanda, he is the Gopta. Rakshayita, Palayita, Poshayita. Bhuvanasya Gopta. Gopta means Gopanam karne wala. Gopanam means protect karne wala. He is the Bhuvanasya Gopta. So, the ones who have understood these mantras, the deepest level, they know this whole Brahmanda is being managed by him and he knows everything. And he also knows how to manage it by setting right the beings in that. Isn't it? Now that's what happening is the Gulf War. It is the Lord only. Isn't it? That's why we the Hindus are always safe and we are eternal. Because we are not dominating others, not destroying others. And we are talking the ultimate truth. Both of them, they want to convert, they want to compel, they want to kill, they want. ये सारा दिमाग उनका उसी में घूमता रहता है. Now that thought itself is wrong. Therefore, the Lord will have to protect the world. One of the ways, bring the war. It is Ishwarecha. If his willing is not there, he won't make it happen. And all such things, terrible things, happen only to awaken the intellects of the ones who are surviving or alive. फाइनली हर एक का अकल तो ठिकाने पे आना ही पड़ेगा. आने तक ऐसे होते रहेंगे. दिस इज द वन वे ऑफ लॉर्ड डूइंग द भुवनस्य गोपनम. You know, in my own, not only lighter but truer sense, I say all of them will get the akal. How they will be born as Hindu next life. And then they understand, yeah, don't try to destroy anybody. You live and let others live. Reach to the divine in your own path. Why trouble others? Bhuvanasya Gopta is he knows how to protect his world, for that what is to be supplied to whom at what time he knows, and whom to be suppressed or eliminated, he knows that also. Bhuvanasya Gopta. And then the extended thoughts on it is so many are there. That not only protecting, he wants to decorate his Bhuvana with so many beautiful things. Like protection of my house means not only seeing it is safe, secured from all sorts, but beautification of also it, interior and exterior and aesthetics. All of that is put together is called protection of the house. Gopanam. That wonderful plants have kept, nice that hall hangings are there, good painting is done, nice fragrance always in the house. All of that giving a very beautiful, livable look is called as the Gopanam of the house. Because of those thoughts only, The people are, or the human beings are developing, inventing so many things. I know why the flower vases, why the sofas, why all these things projected, thousands of them are invented only to have the house beautiful. When you go to airports, the 10-star hotels, अरे क्या क्या हंगामा आपको दिखता है उधर. That's all what? आंखों को देखने के लिए अच्छा हो, कान को सुनने के लिए अच्छा हो, इत्यादि. Therefore, the human beings are making things beautiful. It should look good to me and also to the ones who come. Isn't it? Lord also makes this Bhuvana beautiful. That also is a Gopanam. That's why beautiful thousands of varieties of flowers he has made in this beauty. Thousands and varieties of living beings he made. All of them are to add beauty on it. And in each of the beings, some are the other, beautiful, great, and a talents unique to itself. Abilities unique to itself. That is how the beauty of this world. Isn't it? If you are able to look at, there's a beauty in the movement even of the snake, the way it crawls. Nobody can crawl. It's its own beauty. There's a beauty in the jumping of a frog. Only the frog can do that. There's no beauty. There's the beauty in the what you call diving of a dolphin. Only a dolphin can do that. There's a beauty in with one hand support jumping from one branch to the other of the monkey. Only monkey can do that. That's how the world is beautiful for the one who can look at it. Is the beauty of the birds to fly. And among them, the beauty of peacock in its own dance, the beauty of koel in its own singing, the beauty of the vulture to fly so high in the sky, itna upar, and then still it can find its prey. What's not beautiful in this world, Batao? Again, in the human race, Bhagwan makes the world beautiful by sending someone as a singers, someone as dancers, somebody as the artists, somebody as the instrumentalists. Everything is adding to the beauty. A doctor is a beauty, a lawyer is a beauty, an engineer is a beauty, a politician is a beauty, a professor is a beauty in this world. Bhuvanasya Gopta. Isn't it? World is so beautiful, made by the divine. है ना? Beautiful trees and plants have different flowers, vegetables, fruits and tastes and colors, etc. And different living beings, each of them unique. The chameleon is beautiful in its own way. You know, what is not beautiful? The rivers are beautiful, the mountains are beautiful. Big mountain is as beautiful as a small pebble. Big ocean is as beautiful as a small pool of water. Think, a beauty is an atom itself is a beauty with its own inner world continuously happening. So too in the human beings, beauty, isn't it? Some are black, it's a beauty. Some are white, it's a beauty. Some are tall, that's a beauty. Some are short, it's a beauty. Some are fat, वो भी अपना सुंदरता है. Some are lean, thin, that is a beauty. Some are very, very physically strong, beauty. Some are looking like weak, that is also a part of the beauty. Some are highly intellectual, it's a beauty. A scientist is a great creation of the Lord. बैठ के दिमाग लगा के सुन. You are Bhagwan's beautiful creation that's seated here and listening to this Upanishad. Isn't it? Think in that way. Bhuvanasya Gopta. Then ye ishe asya jagatah nityam. Ara pura jagat ka every moment he is the one who is doing the ishana. And anya hetur vidyati ishanaya ढूंढोगे तो भी there's nobody you will find other than him who is the one who is ruling this world. Each of these word with bhashyam exhaustively will study. If not one day, at least 2 days if required. Right? Om 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 Purnamadaha Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you very much. Om Purnamada Purnamida Purna. Now let us study Bhagavad Gita, 64th shloka, second chapter. Please come.